Hello, welcome back to the channel Up the Reds TV with me, Andy, from a very sunny Lake District. Okay, so Onslaught's just done his press conference for the Arsenal game, and yeah, the first question was about Alexander Arnold and what he thought of it and whatever. Interesting few words was said in his reply to that. Yes, he's disappointed that a very, very good right back is leaving the club. And then he said, on the other hand, that'll give a opportunity for a very, very good right back playing in that position. He mentioned Connor and said that Connor was unlucky with injuries, but he's got all the attributes to be a really good right back at Liverpool Football Club. It's what you expect Onslaught to be saying. I said it in my last video that Connor should be given a chance, and we should be looking for an understudy to come in for him and push him along a bit. He did mention, like I said, about his injuries, but the lad's 21, is he? 22 coming up. But he's still got growing issues, and obviously football's a very physical game, especially at the highest level, both mentally as well. So yeah, he was asked the question. I'm going to stick to Alexander Arnold for a moment. He was asked about what the response that he has seen in the socials, in the media, and he said, look, I don't look at the socials. He said, I've spoken to Trent on WhatsApp when the decision was made, and I'll see him again today, see where his mindset is. But he'd already answered the question about Sunday's game for me when he said Conor Bradley will be starting. With that in mind, I will be surprised if I see Trent on the bench on Sunday. I hope I'm wrong, because obviously he's the club's right back. First choice was, but I think reading in between the lines of what Onslaught's saying is, I'll be very surprised if you see him in the next 3 games for Liverpool. Somebody did ask me, as I mentioned in my previous video, should he start the next 3 games? Should he be involved? And I said I'd leave it up to Onslaught. He's our gaffer, and I can see him not being involved. It is what it is. He was asked about obviously the response to the supporters. The supporters can do whatever they want. I'm not going to tell them to do that, and that just leaves it open to whatever your opinion is about Alexander Arnold at the club. It's I'm not too bothered. The sooner he goes, the better. We have to move on. He was asked about him leaving early, and then he just turned it out and says, where's he going? Do you know where he's going? And the response was, well, he's going to Real Madrid, and they're playing in that stupid trophy that Liverpool didn't want to play in, and they wanted Real Madrid wants him to be released early. He says he doesn't make comments about that at all. He was asked about Jarell Kwanzaa, which I thought was interesting, because me personally, I think he could be one of the ones that could be moving on during the summer. But he said, look, you have to be a very good footballer to play at the highest level at Liverpool, and he can be. He can be for many, many years, and he just needs to work on a few things in his game. But obviously Onslaught rates him Well, you would do, wouldn't you? Because you're playing for Liverpool and you're playing for the champions. So yeah. He's also said that about the right back position that you know, Gonza can play in there, but Joey could play in there, but he would prefer, both of them would prefer to play centre half. He said he's also played Curtis Jones there. So there you go. Looking at your options for the next 3 games, he's just alluding to that he's got that. So yeah, he said he doesn't talk about contracts and he doesn't talk about players leaving or coming in. But yeah, interesting enough, he spoke about his own position about winning the Premier League, and he said, look, if I wasn't doing so well at this club, and I might not have been sat here, it might be in another manager. But again, he alluded to that he walked into a very good squad of players, and obviously Jurgen left him that squad. So and he's done the best from what he was left, and he's given us the Holy Grail, which we're still partying about. So yeah, on to the Arsenal game. He said there'd be 2 very good teams playing a very good game. I think from what he said about the team will be strong. There'll be no question in my mind. He's going to have the same starting team from Chelsea. He will go strong. It's at home, in front of our partisan supporters. We will be singing. We will be treating the game as if it was a game to win the Premier League title again, and that's how it should be. So if you've got a ticket to the game, I'm not going, but if you've got a ticket to the game, you should be singing and dancing for 90 minutes plus, just to show our nearest rivals, were Arsenal, that we fully deserve to win the Premier League, and we should leave a marker on them for next season, regardless of what they're going to do in the transfer market for next season. Obviously, they got beat by PSG. Arne mentioned that we only lost on penalties to PSG over the 2 games. That's how difficult it was for PSG. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the game. Yet again, we'll be in a relaxed mood, state of mind, because we are the champions, aren't we? And that's what we should be celebrating. So my team will be, obviously, Ali in goals, Connor, as Arne alluded to, will play right back, Ibu and Verge, and Robbo will come in, and then midfield, the nemesis of Ryan Gravenberg and Maka and Dom up front. Interesting one up front. I'd like to see Cody on the left hand side. I'd like to see Diaz in the middle, and I'd like to see Mo on the right. And what I'd like to see is, hoping that Diaz and Cody Gakpo could swap about during the game, and not have Cody just staying out wide and coming in. I hope those 2 can interchange. It's not been happening for Jota recently, and I don't think it's going to happen in the next few games. He might start with Jota, put Luis Diaz on the left hand side, but yeah, whatever he picks, we go with it and see what it happens. I want us to beat Arsenal. I really do want us to beat Arsenal. As I said, Arsenal coming back from that defeat from PSG, and I'm not too sure what team Arteta will pick or bring up to Anfield. Most of our supporters are looking forward to the Guard of Honour, which is probably the biggest thing that before the game for us to be clapped on by their players and their manager and their sort of like set piece specialist coach, who gets to give more airtime than by the broadcasters than Arteta himself, which is funny for me. But yeah, it's going to be good. Incidentally, Arsenal got the worst against set piece. That means that when other teams do their set pieces, Arsenal are bottom of the pile, which I found interesting when I was reading that the other day. Okay, that's my team. That's enough for me on a beautiful day here. I'm heading back to AK Towers at some point today, and I will speak to you guys on Sunday after the game. If you like this video, please give me a like, please share the video, and please subscribe to the channel. That'd be great. Up the Reds.